So what can we expect? Let's ask the Republican National Committee Chairman and President-elect's brand new White House Chief of Staff, Reince Priebus. Good morning, Mr. Chairman. First of all, congratulations on being named White House Chief of Staff. First time we've had a chance to talk about it. And I want to get right down to business, which is that the Secretary of State is obviously a pivotal job. And the early speculation centered on Rudy Giuliani, very close to the President-elect. Our own Chris Wallace reporting this morning, he spoke to a transition official who says the Mitt Romney meeting went better than expected yesterday, and that he's seriously in contention here. The New York Times reporting the President-elect is upset with Rudy Giuliani that maybe he was promoting himself too much for Secretary of State, and that might have hurt his chances. Can you clear this up for us? Who's the front runner?
Well, first of all, it's an honor to work with President-elect Trump, and I think if you look at, and I'm answering the question even though it seems like you may think I'm not, let me just tell you, it all fits together. We have a President-elect who started out this last Wednesday morning talking about bringing all Americans together. No matter who you are, no matter what your background, your race, your ethnicity, he wants you to be proud of the work that we're going to do, but also he wants people to understand that he's for everybody. And so what you're seeing over the course of the last several days is everyone coming together in our party. You saw Ted Cruz come in. You saw Mitt Romney seeing all sorts of folks from the most incredible backgrounds, generals, innovators, women, all races. So what I think people should take from this initially is, number one, we have someone that is actually speaking to America saying, I'm your president, no matter who you are. Whether we fought in the past, whether we were friends in the past, we are going to work together and move America forward. As far as the Mitt Romney meeting goes, it went very well. I can tell you it was personable, it was gracious, it was substantive, discussion all over the map. From politics to foreign policy, it was a good meeting. Okay. But also tell you that Rudy Giuliani's in the mix as well. So that's what you should take from it. It's doing the right thing by talking to the best and brightest across the country. Okay, but you might have been right the first time when you said that you weren't answering my question. I'm saying that politely and joking. But was the President-elect upset that Rudy Giuliani appeared to be promoting himself too much for Secretary of State, or can you deny that? No, I can deny that because I haven't heard that one single time, and I'm here 15 hours a day. No, not at all. Rudy's been a great supporter. He's an incredible man. He's an American hero and an international star. So that's not true. This is a matter of making sure the right decisions are being made.
Well, Reince, we're just upset we didn't get asked to host Fox and Friends at the golf course this morning. It looks like one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. So you got a pretty lucky job there.
It is incredible. All right, it's incredible. It's an unbelievable place.
One of the other big names that he's meeting with today, Governor Chris Christie. Help us understand what has been going on, as much as you can, behind the scenes. Obviously, he was a huge player throughout the entire campaign, was leading the transition team. Now he's been moved aside. Maybe some talk about a potential cabinet position. What is going on there, and is he being looked at for something?
Well, sure. I mean, he's a good friend, and he's also a great governor, and he's been loyal, and he's incredibly smart and gifted and talented. So why wouldn't we bring him in? And he's been part of the team. So I think obviously that speaks for itself. And as far as being pushed aside, that's just not the case. I mean, the reality is that Vice President-elect Pence is playing a lead role in the transition. He'll play a lead role on Capitol Hill. Everybody loves him in the House and the Senate. And so it was only natural for him to lead the process moving forward. And Chris Christie did a great job getting us to this place, and he's still involved. And you notice, obviously, that he's coming in today.
Mr. Chairman, a big position open. We've seen meetings on it yesterday. Is Secretary of Defense. We saw General Mattis walk out with the President-elect. Who's the front runner in that position?
Well, I can't tell you who the front runner is, but I can tell you that we've been very impressed with the folks that we've spoken to. Obviously, Tom Cotton has come in, and others have come in. General Jack Keane has come in, and General Mattis yesterday was an incredible man. I mean, he is another person that brings all Americans together, no matter who you are. look at General Mad Dog Mattis and you say to yourself, holy smokes, this guy's a leader. And I can tell you one thing that President-elect Trump loves are winners and leaders, and certainly General Mattis is that all in one.
Mr. Chairman, what do you think about this report this morning suggesting that President Obama, who during the transition, I think you have to be fair and say, has been reaching out to the president-elect and saying, let's make this as smooth as possible, but now there's a report saying after the election, he's going to take the gloves off and he's ready to stay on the stage and attack President-elect Trump?
Yeah, that's not consistent with what we're seeing from President Obama. He has been gracious, and so has President-elect Trump. Another indication for all Americans that we have a president-elect that is reaching out across the aisle. Yeah. They've been having good conversations, and they've been all positive. So that's not consistent with what we've been dealing with in regard to
Do you think the president-elect is going to fire back if President Obama is going to break with the tradition we saw with George W. Bush? Is President-elect Trump ready to fire back?
Well, look, I mean, we'll wait and see what happens, Ed, but I don't think that President-elect Trump is going to change who he is. He's not going to sit here and take punches, but the truth is that's, again, it's not what we're feeling, it's not what we're seeing from the White House, it's not what we're seeing from Dennis McDonough and President Obama. They've been good, they've been helpful, and so far, people should be encouraged.
Well, and Reince, big announcement today. Any hints there?
We're not sure. I mean, we'll wait and see, but certainly everyone should see how hard we're working and bringing people in. It's going to be, there are going to be even more people in and out of here today than there were yesterday, and that's a good sign for Americans.
Indeed.
Busy time. All right,
Thanks for making time for us this morning.
Good to see you,
Chairman
sir.
Priebus, thank you very much.
Of course.
Yeah.
Take care.
Good to see you. Ainsley